Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Dewi Wulandari and I'm from R02. Right now, I would like to explain about teaching and learning online for today's material. So without any further ado, let me start my presentation. And the first point of teaching and learning is, what is teaching and learning online? So online learning and teaching is education that takes place over the internet. It is often referred to as e-learning among other terms, but however, online learning is just one type of distance learning. Like for other words, for any learning that takes place across distance and not in a traditional classroom. And next is principles of good teaching. So the first principle is encourage student-faculty contact. And for example, through private message, students and faculty can communicate. And for among other things, this allows instructors to be proactive by following up on students who are not participating in chats, discussion, etc. Students and faculty can also communicate through the discussion forums. And the second principle is encourage students' cooperation. And in this principle, assignments can be created to take advantage of this. Furthermore, the discussions forums can help foster group work and collaboration among students. Consider incorporating peer reviews, project sharing, and thread leaders to moderate discussions. And students' collaborations leads to a sense of community and higher learning outcomes. And the third principle is encourage active learning. So in this principle, instructors can take advantage of the rich interactivity on the web by designing assignments. And when students come to these sites, they make choices and they learn from their choice. And active learning also takes place when students work cooperatively, like give students more control, leadership roles, and options in what assignments to complete. And the fourth principle is give prompt feedback. In this principle, students can see the results of their tasks and view solutions to graded assignments immediately after submissions. So because of this, instructors can and should promptly respond to student questions, and it allows the instructor to provide both acknowledgement and information feedback. And the fifth principle is emphasize time on task. For example, give students something specific to respond to in each module via the discussions, and then build in a reward system of points for each post and reply to the discussions forums. And in other words, make posting and responding mandatory, and create a structure that can be followed, broken down week by week or unit by unit, allowing for acceleration of pace and then it finish. And then the sixth principle is communicate high expectations. In this principle, from the syllabus, the instructor should include course goals and performance objectives. And the instructor might include model assignments submission that can serve as examples for students to follow. And the bottom line is the instructor must be explicit and clear in communicating the expectations to students. And the last but not least, the seventh principle, respect diverse talents and ways of learning. In this principle, create assignments that offer students options, and then giving students choices in their learning experience increase satisfaction, and consider giving students option as to what format to submit assignments or project. For example, they might design a web page, write an essay, or develop a PowerPoint presentation. There's no reason why all students should submit the exact same homework or participate in one discussion on topic. And the variety is the spice of life and the online class. And teach the various learning styles of the students might be really excellent because it's online learning and it's more flexible than the offline one. And then the next material is benefits of online teaching and learning. The first benefit is convenience. Like, for example, it's really easy to access from any online computer, no commuting, no searching for parking, and it's really convenient because we don't have to take so much effort. And then the next is enhanced learning. In these benefits, research shows increased depth of understanding and retention of course content, and students have more meaningful discussions and emphasize on writing skills. And students also increase their technology skills, life skills like time management, independence, and self-discipline. And next benefits is leveling of the playing field. It because students can take more time to think and reflect before communicating, and shy students tend to thrive online. And fourth benefit is interaction. It means increase students to teacher and students to student interaction and discussion, like less passive listening and more active learning, a greater sense of connectedness and synergy. And next is innovative teaching. In this benefits, student-centered approaches increase variety and creativity of learning activities. It's so much fun for the student because they can learn with new method. And there's a lot of new method in this online learning because online learning can be more flexible than the offline one. And the next is improve administration. Improve administration like time to examine students' work more thoroughly and ability to document and record online interactions. It can make the work easier because we don't have to take notes a lot of time, and we just have to record. And next is savings, like when it's not online, accommodate more students, increase student satisfaction, higher retention, and fewer repeats, like in equal. But when in online learning, we don't have to think about that. And the next is maximize physical resources. It means lessen demand on limited campus infrastructure, decrease congestion on campus and parking lots. And then last but not least, give students options like its outreach, and it can reach new student markets like for appeal to current students, thus increasing enrollments. And the next topic is the stages of teaching and learning online. The first stage is helping students overcome fears and worries. It means setting up the system and enabling students to gain access. Tutor or the instructor provides encouragement, a welcoming environment, and personal support to participants who are having difficulty. And the second stage is helping students socialize and engage with both the medium and each other. It means sending and receiving messages, Like tutor provides activities to enable students to send personal messages to each other, or to enable the learning group to bond, and for each individual to establish their presence online. And then the third stage is searching. Helping students familiarize themselves with the software and the web. And it means the tutor facilitates search tasks and support the use of the learning materials and searching for information and personalizing the software. And the fourth stage is students from learning community or tutor mediates. It means tutor facilitates the conferencing with appropriate tasks or discussion threads, or maybe invite students to set up threads. And then the last is stage 5. It's students evaluate conferencing as a mode of discussion and learning. It means providing links outside closed conferences, and tutor supports and responds to students. And although at this stage, students have developed enough independence and familiarity with the written message format, and the students have to challenge the tutor and each other constructively. And that's all about my presentation. I'm sorry for all of my mistakes, and I hope this presentation can be helpful for you. And thank you very much for watching. Thank you for the attention, and thank you very much. See you.